So for the past couple weeks, my Bluelink has just stopped working completely. And about a day after I started noticing that symbol with the B and the red circle with the line going through it, as soon as I started seeing that symbol, I noticed that there was something wrong. And then I went into the modem menu and I noticed that there was no modem information anymore. So I had put a support ticket in with Hyundai about this issue, and the tech support over the phone is not very helpful all the time, unfortunately. And I basically had to explain to them what the modem did and, what needed to be done, because it definitely looks like it's a hardware issue with the car. And they were trying to say, oh, well, reset this, reset that. So after we reset the radio and everything else and it still didn't work, they were saying, well, maybe it's something on our end. And I said, well, that doesn't make sense because it's not even connecting to a cell tower. And, so I waited 2 weeks for some sort of resolution on it, and I have not heard a single thing. And I've called back multiple times about this. So since they have failed me, I went to the car dealership, the local Hyundai dealership, and brought the car in. And as soon as I told him the issue, the one guy was like, oh yeah, I know all about this stuff. Let me go take a look. He looked at the car. He goes, oh yeah, you have a bad ROM chip, is what he referred to it as. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they call it. But he's like, oh yeah, you have a bad chip. You'll have to bring the car in to get it worked on. So now I have to wait more than 2 weeks to bring the car back into the dealership just to get the car looked at so they could verify that, yes, indeed, it is a bad ROM chip and that they have to change it out. So then they have to order the parts, and then I have to wait another couple weeks for them just to get the parts in so I can bring the car back so they could change out this supposed ROM chip. So that's where I'm currently am with this. It's now been over 2 weeks, and I'm still waiting to just bring the car into the dealership. And it's my fault for not bringing the car in immediately, but I think from now on I am going to. So that's where I'm at, and stay tuned. We're going to come back to this the day that I bring the car in for service, the first time. See you soon. Good morning, everybody. Well, today is the day that we are bringing the Ioniq into the dealership for the Bluelink issue. So I'm just going to go top this off a little bit with a charge using my new Electrify America Level 2 charger. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and top this off for a little bit before we go. So hopefully they can figure out what's going on with it, even though it seems like last time I was there they kind of already knew, but I guess now they have to bring it in for the official diagnostic. So hopefully we'll see from there. Plug it in. Love this car, by the way. 2017 Ioniq. If you haven't seen my previous videos, take a look at my channel. You see all these videos on this Ioniq since I bought it about 8 months ago. But anyway, we're going to be bringing the Ioniq in for the diagnostic today for the Bluelink issues. And we'll go from there and see what they say. And then they said it'll probably be 2 to 3 weeks before I bring the car back in for the actual repair to be done. So, we'll see about that once we get there. In the meantime, well, look at that. Charge is blinking blue. That means it's charging the car. Pretty cool. I like it. So in the meantime, stick around. We're going to see what goes on shortly.
Okay, well, just got back from the dealership, and I do not have the car, as you can tell from this giant void in my garage. What was supposed to be a quick diagnostic ended up turning into being, oh, this could take all day. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the dealer to get back to me at this point. And a quick update, the 1-800 number, the over-the-phone Hyundai support, it's been well over a month since I've contacted them about the issue, and which they promised that they were going to get back to me. I've spoken to like 4 or 5 people. They have not gotten back to me at all about any of this. So just an update on that. So now I'm just going to be waiting for the car. The car went in at 9 o'clock. It is now 11. And I am going to wait for a phone call and see what happens. All right, well, I just got off the phone with the dealer again. It is now 1 o'clock. And they just told me that they spent more time on the phone with their support team than they have actually troubleshooting the car because they're confused as to what is going on. They were told that they're going to have to order and replace the entire radio, touchscreen and all. And they said it'd be a couple days for that to come in. So now I got to go catch another ride down to the dealership, pick up the car, bring it back home, wait for the radio to come in, and I'm going to hopefully schedule an appointment before then, so this way we can at least, get it done sooner rather than later. Anyway, we move on. All right, well, car is back, as you can see. They are ordering a new radio, and that will be in, they say, sometime early next week. So I went ahead and made an appointment for Thursday morning. So we're going to drop it off again next week, and they said it should only take about an hour or so. Anyway, stick around. I'm going to be right back. Good morning, everybody. Well, today is the day that we are bringing the Ioniq into the dealer for the radio to be replaced. Funny story, I got a call on Wednesday from the dealership, and they were like, hey, just letting you know we got the radio in, and we are ready to swap it out whenever you can. I said, okay, great. Thursday morning, they said, perfect. And then yesterday, I get a call from Hyundai support, and they're basically like, hey, we just wanted to follow up on the ticket that you submitted to us a month and a half ago. And I was like, okay. So they were like, oh, we just want to follow up with this ticket that you put in. I was like, that was a month and a half ago. And they were like, oh yeah, well, we think that it's probably going to be best that you bring the car into the dealership to get that radio replaced. It took you a month and a half to tell me that. So I was like, yeah, I already made an appointment with the dealership, brought it in, they already diagnosed the issue, ordered the radio, and I'm like going in tomorrow with an appointment to get it done. They're like, oh wow, that's great. I'm like, but anyway, so I'm bringing the car in this morning. We're heading there shortly to get the radio replaced. Let's hope this does it, and we can call it a day. We'll go from there, and we'll see you when we're done. Okay, well, we made it home. We have the new radio put in the Ioniq, so the modem numbers are now coming up correctly. They went ahead and registered those numbers with Hyundai, so now they have to go and activate that with their carrier. They're saying 3 to 5 days. So we're going to give this a couple more days. We'll see if it activates and see if it works, and then we should be good to go. So we'll follow up soon.
Okay, well, it has been a full week since I got the head unit replaced in the Ioniq. Last night I tried to activate my service again, and lo and behold, it was still giving me an issue with the car, saying Bluelink is not active, and so on and so forth. So today I called Bluelink again to confirm that they got the new radio numbers and to make sure that everything was supposed to be activated properly. And, I was on hold for probably about 20 or 30 minutes waiting for them to go through the whole process of do this, do that. Let's try to do this. And then it was, okay, let me call the technician. So she calls the technicians, and they said, well, we might need a few more days to look into this. So a few more days are going to go by again with probably no resolution. And then we'll see if they fix it there. So once again, we're at their mercy. It's now been well over 2 months since I've actually had Bluelink working in my car, and almost no resolution whatsoever for this. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, so just a few hours later, I happened to get back in the car to go run out again, and can't believe it, but all of a sudden it came up on the screen, Bluelink is now activated. So it finally started working. So this is what we're getting now. We're getting the actual, Bluelink icon with the service, which is what we're looking for. The app on the phone is now starting to work. So that is awesome. Finally got this done. At least now we have some answers as to why that happened. Oh, and one other thing. I did follow up with Hyundai about the time that I missed with having Bluelink, because I was still in my 90 days of the free Bluelink. I called them up, and they actually were able to give me a full 90 more days of Bluelink for free on my account. So now I actually have the 90 days again for free of Bluelink, so I can utilize that with my car. Well, there you have it. After over 2 months of waiting for Hyundai to fix the Bluelink issue on this Hyundai Ioniq. They finally got it done. At least I got some extra credit out of it, where I got some free Hyundai Bluelink service for a little while longer at least. If you have a Bluelink issue with your Hyundai, I hope this helped you out. If you have that issue where all the zeros show up in the modem information, it could be just a bad modem in your radio. So you can always bring it down to the Hyundai dealership. Hopefully it is still under warranty for you, and get that replaced. It seems to be a fairly known issue based off of the reaction of the people at the Hyundai dealership. So it seems pretty common, but you know, unfortunately, this just happened out of nowhere. We weren't having any trouble with it until it just one day stopped working, period. But anyway, I hope this helped you out. If it did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the thumbs up right next to that as well. You can check us out on our website, techmotoring.com, on Twitter at techmotoring, facebook.com/techmotoring. Remember, welcome to the future, and welcome to Tech Motoring, and we'll see you on the next episode.